G'day everybody, welcome back to Enshrouded. Hope you guys are doing well. We're still on the trail, trying to look for more balefires, and whatever is ahead of us is likely to be one. In the previous episode, we managed to light, I think, 1 or 2 more balefires, which means that we're definitely making some good headway. We did find this, dare I say, chapel, church, or, you know, some kind of a structure that resembles one, which has a lot of ghoulish apparitions in it. So we did manage to get a gem out of it though, so that was pretty good. Let's just quickly deactivate this and we'll be on our way. Once again guys, I do apologize for the voice. Still not feeling too great, but the show must go on. Oh no! Okay, so this is a bit of a problem, isn't it? That's Deadly Shroud right there. So how do we get across to that balefire? I suppose maybe one way we could do it is we could glide above it. Unless there's another pathway up through these mountains. I most certainly don't see anything here, but I think we're likely to be able to make it across if we tried to, you know, use the updraft. I'm hoping. Is there a better way? Maybe a height that's going to almost guarantee us to get there. How do we feel about this position? Or do we go back to the previous balefire and do we try to glide from there? Because that's pretty high up. Though I think I can maybe attempt this and see how it goes. And then if we really need to, we can always try to make our way back to the balefire, or the previous balefire. So with that in mind, we may as well craft another one of these altars, and we might need to respawn from here if, you know, things get dire. You know, just in case, it might actually be a good idea for us to go home and dump all of our stuff before attempting this, because we might die and lose all of our stuff and we might need to leave it all behind. I'm most certainly not going to be able to retrieve any of my stuff if the corpse ends up in the Deadly Shroud, so yeah, let's just tidy up a little bit. Not ideal here, but we did need Pause Touch anyway, so I guess this is a decent enough excuse to come back home. I wonder if I've got any spare, like, padding sitting around anywhere. Doesn't seem like that's the case. Maybe I do need to just place some padding down. Can get rid of that. This gem. And yeah, I guess maybe I should be keeping some of these flowers, the night flowers, back here in that case. Mark it on Winter's Day. Let's see. Where am I keeping all of my musical scrolls? Not sure, actually. So these are all apparently legendary, and this is just a generic gem. I thought this was pretty cool, but apparently not. Gem of Bleeding. Yeah, okay, so there are different tiers of gems. Didn't realize that. Yeah, I guess maybe this is not a bad place to keep stuff like musical scrolls, maybe. And we do have another Hollow's Eve pumpkin here, which is going to be sort of in the way. I might just place that. That's actually a little bit different, isn't it? It is actually a lot larger than the previous pumpkin that we found. So I guess there is a bit of a difference there. This club might be decent to try and keep this. It's a level 35. It could maybe replace the previous club that we were using, or the Morning Star that we were using for the Hollow Halls. Yeah, it doesn't seem like a bad idea to me. And do we have any scrap metal sitting about? It doesn't look like it. We've got quite a few bits of scrap metal. I could probably just tuck away some scrap metal just in here. Yeah, we need a little bit of charcoal to keep, like, production going, although I don't really know if we'll need a lot of metal sheets, so I won't even start it for now. Right, so where were we? I think we were just over here. Let's get consuming. And do I want to do Flask of the Fell? That will give me another 20 stamina. For the distance, I don't think it's required, but I could be regretting it later on, maybe. Let's try to go for this. Just do that pretty early. Yeah, it definitely looks like there's a pathway here that continues. So, just to be safe. Oh no, that's... Okay, I see where we are. Okay. Hello? Alright, well, this is a bit of a problem, isn't it? So... Man, visibility is so bad. There must be another way up this mountain elsewhere. There's some kind of a pathway that looks like it's sort of turning sort of this way. Is that potentially where we need to go? Whoop, that's not what I wanted to do. It must be all the way up there, though. Potentially. Okay. I'll tell you what, guys. I think we might need to pivot to try and get the balefire that's sitting... I would say around this mountain somewhere. The problem is getting to it. There's also the Night Sanctum, which I'm very interested in checking out. So what I'm going to do is actually leave this altar and actually take this one instead. Just because the one that we placed down earlier on was on the low ground. and it's probably not going to be as useful as having one that's up in that high ground area. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get through any of that, that's for sure. I don't see any pillars of light coming through that way. But there is something there. Okay, so let's head that way. And what we could do is we could spend some time sort of checking out what this question mark is. Perhaps maybe there is a map or maybe some fossils or something like that that we need to discover in this location. But we are also... Okay. The location is above. So how do we get there then? Yeah, let's just adventure a little bit. I mean, we have been here so many times at this stage, but... how do we get up there? I'm trying to remember. I do see, yeah, something up there. Ah, yeah, there's this mini-boss guy. We'll leave the bellows. Is that the pathway, maybe? I mean, we're headed further up, so... can't complain with that logic. Yeah, okay, I have a feeling we've not been here before. So let's just check out this area. Yeah, getting very close to this, like, frozen lava-looking thing. I don't know if we can actually step on it. Alright, onwards. Okay, this seems like a dead end. What about this flame shrine? Where would that be? Okay, that's also above. Ah, yes, here. Okay. I was gonna say, surely there's a pathway. This will likely lead us, hopefully, where we need to go, which is out above the mountain, or on top of the mountain. Plenty of iron everywhere. Don't see any silver though, still. Has way too many spideys for my liking. Man, this place is like a maze. Just feels like there are so many branching pathways. We'll quickly get rid of that actually. Salvage. Yeah, okay, there are just a few nooks here. Maybe we just need to keep going ahead. But we'll have a look around, just in case. You never know, we might come across a decent weapon. Or a decent gem. I guess another thing that we should be keeping an eye out on is whether or not there could be deposits of silver. As I say, we've not really found a reliable source. And it makes me feel like perhaps maybe I don't need to get rid of this flame altar just yet, because that's literally my only source of silver for now. There's a staircase leading up this way. So where are we, actually? Oh, we're up top this way. Like, I was not expecting that. I was hoping for us to be led towards the Flame Sanctum. Or Flame Altar. Have you seen the Royal Messenger? We were supposed to welcome the messenger 2 nights ago, but he's not arrived yet. Are we still taking bets on the decree he's got for us? I'm guessing it's instructions on punishing delinquents, perhaps the exact measurements of what diameter the sharpened sticks used for prodding prisoners ought to have. Well, we might never find out. I've got this feeling that the harsh winds of summits were too much for what I imagine to be a scrawny little courier. Maybe the lads from the mainland just don't have it in them. They're way too captured by Lord Vorgoth, that old lunatic, to prepare for any danger of or hardship beyond the ancient enemy. There's some crooked nails even our royal scourge can't hammer into shape. Keep that between us, alright? If the overseers read this, they'll put my head on a spike. A perfectly measured, evenly sharpened one at that. Man. And I find myself just admiring the knights. I don't know if it's just because, you know, of the type of enshrouded area that we have, the, you know, the deadly shroud, making things look really, really cool. I don't mind the blue looking shroud, but, you know, it's nice to be able to see variety every now and then. I suppose all of them will become blue shroud eventually, because we're going to be able to pass through them at some point. Nope. Oh god. Alright, that was close. Is there anything that we're supposed to do here? So there's another question mark nearby. We may as well try to get to it. Okay, probably accessible from within here. Didn't have to make that dangerous jump. Oh, night ingredients down there. Let's not get carried away, because it's gonna be a lot harder to try and climb back up here. Yeah, with any luck, perhaps maybe some of the roads that we find ourselves seeing up here might lead back to the other garrison that we're trying to look for. Okay, so apparently we need to search this area for a royal decree or whatever. I guess maybe we're looking for that courier. Actually, if I come back here, perhaps maybe in the nest? Yeah, there we go. So I got eaten by this frost wyvern. Royal Decree at Colouring Station. Royal Decree on behalf of His Highness Lord Vorgoth, Guards of the North. His Lordship hereby declares by executive order, all stationed units of the expansion program must refrain from referring to Lord Vorgoth in distasteful or creatively unbecoming ways. All station units of the expansion program ought to report gossip and common scolds so they may be brought to justice by a scold's bridle, or upon repeated offense, a stay in the dungeon of variable length, according to the overseer's best judgment. Additional punishment, most appropriately dealt with a sharpened wood spear of appropriate diameter and length, may be carried out at will. The rest of the decree is too tattered and ripped to decipher. I don't know what the fixation is with the specific diameters of the sticks being used. Oh, what do we have here? Moths. I have not seen moths before. It is a type of material, apparently. So, yeah. I'm going to have to figure out what it's used for. Goodness me. I mean, give the devs a raise. Well, I mean, that came out wrong. Give the art director a raise. What is this? Fresh shroud spore. Rabble of those before the morning comes. I am running out of space. Alright. Do we have any pathways leading anywhere up here? So we've obviously hit a I guess a dead end here. You could possibly argue to jump our way across and around. Might even get us to this flame shrine. Or we go back and we try to continue to find a pathway to reach this area and possibly around. Oh, man. Just breathtaking. I'm just about to say as well, I do see a couple of interesting looking pillars just across over there. I guess we do need to be able to gain passage through the shroud. I guess I could, you know, jump across if I really wanted to. But maybe we shouldn't get ahead of ourselves on that front. Purely because I also feel like once you pass the shroud, I feel like you're at the readiness level, I suppose, to face off against whatever might be beyond the shroud. Just looking at our hypothermia timer there. We're at 6 minutes, which is concerning, but I guess that's okay because we can always just make ourselves another altar, place that down when we need. I will prepare it because I feel like we're going to be in a big rush to try and go back home and gain some warmth. I keep hearing these gusts of wind, which I'm not entirely sure where that's coming from, but got some structures ahead of us. New location charted. Everfore Keep? Is that what we're looking for? Quite possibly. Still further up though. Yeah, here we go. So I do feel like maybe it's a good idea for us to place the altar somewhere in Everfore Keep, just because this is like one of the highest points of the Albanese summits, and I do feel like it's a good idea to be able to jump off from this mountain to wherever our destination might be. Imagine rebuilding this place. I'm sure there must be a few people who have already done that. Just seems like a really cool location. What do we have here? What is this? Is this just rubble? I think so. Okay, before we get ahead of ourselves here, let's place this down. Oh man, alright. Can't build here. Not enough free space. Maybe just down here. Okay, this seems decent. And it's probably a good idea for us to just go back. Probably a good idea for us to also let go of more stuff, just to give us a little bit more space to work with. Okay, there are also a whole bunch of new ingredients here. Where are we keeping colors and the like? We may as well. Man, I don't have space for anything. I really do need to sort out some extra storage space very soon. But I'm just too busy adventuring all the time. Obsidian, I suppose we do want to keep some obsidian, but look, we're likely to pick up some more as we fight more of these scavengers. So we should be alright for now. So, I have a feeling that this is probably going to be the best place for a altar, so we may as well just leave it there. Let's just see what happens if we go up first. Yeah, the balefire must be just over there somewhere. Okay. There's not really a pathway, is there? Check out this area first. Okay, they do actually fight each other. I hear some growling somewhere. What? Oh, goodness. Was not expecting one of these guys. Ow. Yeah, got stuck. Any more? Apparently there's something here. Oh, okay, it's another map. Well, I'll take that. Oh no, it's not. A flame mosaic piece. Interesting. We got a new quest out of that. Another gem. I think we've seen that type of gem before, but... Is there an elixir well somewhere here? This sort of area seems very familiar. Like, some of these sort of elixir containers. Oh, Lord. Yeah, this is a very interesting castle, isn't it? Goodbye. Oh no. Okay, plenty of this lava. Don't want to step into that, that's for sure. Oh, and there's another mosaic piece, I think. Yeah, someone was actually saying that there could be a place within the Albanese summits that's decent for gem farming. Maybe this is the spot, because a lot of these tougher enemies seem to drop gems. I don't know if they drop like the best gems, but... And they do drop legendary runes as well, so I do appreciate a good legendary rune. Oh, one of these guys. The hell is that? Is this mineable, maybe? It is. Archaic essence. Yeah, let's leave it alone for the time being. Yeah, I'm more interested in trying to grab this. So I'll probably have to combine the mosaic pieces. I don't know how many pieces there are. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if there are any additional pathways or anything, but... Seems to be a pathway over there, potentially. I don't know how deep this rabbit hole goes. I'm not really seeing any other pathways, but... Okay, let's turn back. Yeah, there's probably more stuff underneath us. Oh yeah, we went down there. I don't think we went through here. This place is like a little bit of a maze. Everfore keeps public citizens request board. Please wait patiently in line. Note that citizens without an appointment cannot submit requests. Thank you kindly for understanding. How are we looking for inventory? Not too bad. Yeah, get rid of that. We're on break. We will be back shortly to hear your requests. Probably never came back. Follow up on the request for recruit names. Greetings from the grind mill. I hope my letter finds you well. I'm writing to you to follow up on a previous request I sent regarding the list of all currently conscripted recruits in the lumber department. Please acknowledge receipt of my letter. We might have found one of your guys. Note, excuse the formalities. Did you know that Steph made it back from her excursion? Let me know how things are at Everfore Keep, old chap. How's office life? If you're ever free, drop by. We've got a sweet little spot here. Don't tell the major, for brewing special beer. It's sort of covert, you understand? Can you still drink more than me? I doubt it. Prove me wrong. Best, General Kent. I wonder if we're going to be able to brew beer. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, how can you not, right? Like, with a game like this where it's like so, I don't know, like medievally and Game of Thronesy, Harry Potter-like, almost, in its magical elements. I feel like surely there needs to be, you know, beer making or some kind of equivalent. Can go up there. What about over here? Where the hell are we? I don't even know where we are in the scheme of things. I think that's sort of the direction that we want to go to get to the balefire. There's too much paperwork. Can't keep up. I quit. I quit. Approval from B12, not Form 812. Follow-up needed. Signature left blank. Everything is past due. New Gateway Outpost D's building design isn't rule conform. No one cares. They just build whatever. Why does everyone need burial certificates? Literally why? There are at least 12 official requests every day. 7 from Alba, 4 from Bora, 2 from Celeste, and how can Outpost A even send 7 requests and 2 of them are not having enough socks? Make your own socks, goddammit. Why is that even a bureaucratic issue? This desk job will be the death of me. It doesn't matter what they pay me, I'm leaving. And I'm throwing the lost and found chest from the balcony too. Someone's pretty upset about their jobs. So throwing the chest off the balcony. Off here, maybe? Maybe it's buried somewhere down there. A good source of books, though. Yeah, wasn't lying that there was a lot of paperwork here. Okay, nothing to be had all the way up though, unfortunately. Suppose I can just... Whoa! No. Okay. Well, unfortunately that does mean we need to go back, grab a rested buff. And we're probably going to need to start thinking about the food. I did mention in the previous episode that we're running low, especially on the stews. Hey, boy. Alright, so... let's just... hang around here for a second. We'll have a meal. Alright, time to go. I wonder if I've managed to explore almost the entirety of the garrison at this point. I don't know, I get the feeling that I might be missing stuff. Like hidden nooks and crannies everywhere. Where was the office where that guy threw the treasure from? Maybe here? Maybe not. Doesn't matter though. Like, are we going to find anything like really good? Lost and found chest. Set that as a waypoint. But our priority is grabbing all of our stuff though. So we should do that first. Okay, good. So it's just below us apparently. Try not to die this time. Search the area. Okay. Is it below in this tower? It's above us, apparently. Up that way. Maybe here. Hey, there you go. Batwing Axe. Level 35. Doesn't even have a gem slot, I don't think, so... I'm just gonna salvage that, to be honest. A few runes, never hurt anyone. Okay, so we've fully explored this building here. This is all boarded up. I don't think we've been in here. Can we even, like, break through this, maybe? We can. Yeah, more stuff over here. there's obviously quite a bit more. There's something glowing up there. Yeah, we did actually come through there, didn't we? And this place is like a maze. You know what I should do first? Let's see. Yeah, I think we may have been through all of that. So curious about this door over here. So just a little bit more to do with the shrouded area. Gonna try and make my way up that way. I guess perhaps the easiest way is to maybe take this. Do we have any other objectives here? I mean, of course, the balefire still needs to be lit. Yeah, there is a kitty somewhere, I just don't know where. Keep hearing him growling. There you are. Ow. Forsaken. Up to level 36. No gem slot though. We'd have to level that up. I think we're in the middle of leveling up the other weapon. So I may as well just get rid of this, to be honest. Got quite a few more runes from that. We're gonna need it. Now that it's dark, I should be able to maybe have a proper look at where the balefire is exactly. Should still be over that way. Okay, yeah, this is sort of what I was looking for in this area. Potentially, there was going to be something to be had for all of the work that we put in exploring this place. Okay, well, that's very unfortunate, isn't it? Oh well. I wonder if I come back here if the weapon that you can get from the chest is always the frost wand, or if it may change. I could have a sleep if I really wanted to, but actually kind of enjoying all of the night exploration these days. So we'll just keep hanging out, even though it's a little late. Okay, yeah, so this is a pathway that might actually lead all the way here, or maybe to the dig site that we initially thought that we would try to find. So, gotta keep that in mind. I really don't need that, I don't think. Need that. What do we have here? Another flame mosaic piece. Oh. What do we have here? Mountain's cradle. The mountains are its cradle. The winds its lullaby. Howling peak its womb, so eat your pumpkin pie. An egg inside will hatch and seek the child that doesn't eat. Finish what your parents cooked, or you'll be its tasty treat. A desperate howl will call for you. The echoes know your name, so hurry up and eat your plate, or your death will be in vain. Jeez. Okay, anything else up this way? Not quite. Is this the highest point? It may be. Alright, I think this is it. I think we may have explored the entire area, except for maybe all of the Enshrouded sections, which I probably will come back to, but not in this episode. I'll do it in the next one. Just going to glide my way down here. Here's a balefire. Finally. This one has been probably one of the most elusive ones, although, having said that, we do have, you know, this last balefire over here, which, I don't know if it's equally as elusive. We know that it's been there. It's just that I think we needed to light this balefire before discovering, you know, a pathway that would even lead there. I assume there is going to be a pathway, you know, up along this area here. So we'll have to figure that out as well, obviously, in the next episode. But what I'm going to do before we finish up in this one is I'm going to go back to grab our flame altar, and I'm actually going to move it because I feel like it's probably going to be a better idea for us to have one set up on the high ground. Now that we know where the highest point is in that garrison, I think it makes sense to do so. Alright, so let's make our way back up there. Shouldn't take too long. Okay, so the only sections that we haven't exactly explored very well, or actually I take that back, I was gonna say just, you know, the area underneath us, but I do see the glow right there, which apparently I haven't reached. I don't know how that happened. I thought I had explored everything. I suppose I did float a little bit higher than I initially thought I would. Yeah, this is not exactly taking us where we need to go. So it should be somewhere over that way. Where is the bloody thing? Is it below us? Yeah, okay, right there. We may as well just get that right now. Oh, hello. Aerated Banshee Gel. I've got plenty of metal scrap. Oh, yes, and I need space for this as well. Oh, Lord. I think I can get rid of the flammable goo. Okay, good. So, was there supposed to be another way in? I think so. We're probably supposed to come all the way this way. And instead I sort of went up that way. So I've got a little bit of a garden going here, which I did actually see, but I didn't go to. I wonder if there's anything in the attic. But I hadn't reached this room before. This is still glowing. What I leave behind. In my final days, I am brought low by the weight my kin has placed on my shoulders. I see now that my wish for unity within our family was foolish. Out of all my 7 children, none came to my deathbed, so I declare that none shall enjoy the fruits of my labor. I wish for my most prized possession, a piece of artwork to be passed down to my children. However, the piece will be torn apart and divided by 8. The pieces will be shared among my 7 children, thus rendering the priceless artwork useless. Finally, I wish to be buried with the final piece atop the hill near the low end of the fort. Let the earth embrace me the way my— Oh, okay. I forgot about the hypothermia timer. Whoa, this is way off. We're back in Embervale, right? Oh goodness. Oh my. Oh boy. Alright, alright. There's gonna be quite a lot of work that I need to do to get back to the garrison and to get through to the very top of the garrison as well. I was not banking on getting hypothermia. So anyway guys, I think I'm going to sign out here. When we come back, I think I would have done the work already to try and get ourselves atop the garrison, ready to continue the journey towards the next one. And yeah, we'll see how we go from there. I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. If you did, drop me a like down below, stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.